Can't keep going back to what I used to know.
So I reposted something that Dr. Caroline Leaf posted about you not being hard to love. And I want to do a quick little addition to that. One, yes, you are not hard to love. This is something I've been told by people who were relatively close to me, right? And I remember buying into that belief for a long time. And because I bought into that belief for so long, I treated myself as if I was not as lovable. So that meant I played myself down. I belittled myself. I allowed myself to play small for so long because I thought and I believed that, well, my personality, there's something wrong with me. I need to be fixed. I need to be healed. I need to be whatever, right? Here, I want to say this to you. You are not hard to love. You need to get around people who have the capacity to love all of who you are. It's important for me to say it just like that because this is something that God did for me. And me spending time with Him, getting the experience of what it is to be loved properly. He let me know that when people say that you are hard to love, hard to deal with, whatever the case is, all they are really saying is that they don't have the capacity to hold space for who you are. That is all they're saying. And so do not take it personally when people admit that they don't have the capacity to love everything that you come with. God said something to me over 17, 18 years ago when I started my very first company. He said this. He said, Melanie, all of who you are is necessary. This is what he said to me almost 17, 18 years ago. All of who you are is necessary. When I started my first company, I got a contract deal that was with a multi-million-dollar company that I was petrified to sign. They gave me a certain amount of time to sign it, and I literally waited to the last second before midnight, and I am not exaggerating, before I signed and submitted that contract. And it was all because I did not believe I was capable, that I was good enough, that I was qualified enough. And even before I came on this camera to even say this, the language God gave me, He said, Melanie, you are good and qualified. And I want to share that with you too. You need to remember that you are good and qualified. Why? Not because of your works, not because you are this amazing X, Y, and Z, although you are a masterpiece, right? But simply because God said so. You need to know what it is to be loved correctly. And the best way to find that out, at least for me, I had to spend time with my Heavenly Father, because my Heavenly Father really had to take the place of my earthly father. The things that I was in need of, the things that I was in search of, the cup that needed to be full. Hold on one second, because the baby got something to say. You can only get that fulfillment when you are by the water that never runs out. Okay. So I hope that you guys hear me, and please receive everything I'm saying because I'm a living witness. You are lovable. You are enough. Okay. You are already validated. You are already approved. You are already qualified simply because your Heavenly Father says so. So I didn't mean to turn this into a whole motivational speech, but I do believe somebody needs to hear this and they need to be reminded that you are not hard to love. Hold on now. He's trying to get the milk. Lord. You are not hard to love. Y'all, listen, I be doing these videos with the little nuggets sometimes, and obviously it makes it a little hard, but it was important for me to get this message out because you really aren't. I even had someone say not too long ago, like literally maybe 2 months ago, say to me, they said, there are some personalities that are just hard to get along with. And I thought to myself, I said, and I'm listening and I'm receiving what they're saying. I'm not in agreement, but I am receiving what they're speaking about. Please stop exposing me, Elijah. Um, right? And all I could think to myself was exactly what I told y'all, which is what God brought to my attention. People just don't want to admit that they don't have the capacity to love you well. They'd rather project it onto you and say, oh, it's you. You're the problem. When in reality, they're just not willing to take full accountability for the fact that maybe I fall short in this area. Maybe I am just not equipped and I need to go get more tools. Right? Anywho, I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later and I will finish feeding this baby.
Can't keep going back to what I used to know.